Hey guys, good evening everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is Miss JD for our June 1st episode of our daily stock market insights. And I hope you had a very profitable day today. I'm not sure, but let me know your thoughts. If you had a good day today, drop it down on the comment section. Otherwise, feel free to share your thoughts. But for now, in this video, I'm going to review the highly traded stocks for today. Okay, so if this is the first time you're watching my video, I do this every single day. Feel free to hit the subscribe button so you are updated every time I have new uploads or I have new recordings. All right, let's talk about our index. As you can see, we have noticed indeed a slow moving day in the past how many days now? One, two, three. Reason for this is because we have reached a short-term resistance for our index. Okay, so if you want to really understand the most or the next possible step that the index will potentially go through, all you gotta do is plot a Fibonacci retracement here. Okay, so what does Fibonacci retracement do? This simply measures the area where it could potentially bounce and continue its uptrend movement. So it's a tool that will measure continuation patterns. Okay, so as you can see, we've already rallied for several days now, and then we've experienced some slow moving days. This is already the third day today, and as you can see, it is trying to make an attempt to touch the 600 or 6,553 level as the first area of possible bounce. And I have a strong feeling we could be respecting this level, and then the continuation will happen. Because overall, as you have noticed, if you are to look back, we have dropped significantly, and now we have already triggered the upper band, and we all know that the movement does not happen in a linear approach. No, it's not a straight line. Profit taking will happen in the stocks that you are engaging in, especially the stocks in the index, right? So you can see volume is still there, right? But people are already starting to take profit. And one good thing here is a promising movement coming from the foreign investors. So NFB means net foreign buying. And if you want to take a look at that over here, you just type net foreign and you will see what has been the behavior of our foreign investors in the past how many days. So as you can see, they've been on a buying spree for 3 days now. Okay, so that could give us enough confidence that we could be moving up even more in the coming days. This is just a profit taking. I don't know who's taking profit. Maybe the internal investors could be. Okay, right. Let's take a look at the trending stocks. The Nissan. I think this is the first day. This is the IPO day. Normally, I'm not really very interested with IPOs because we don't really have the exact market value or the true value of the stock. It's very, very extreme. We could even say that, hey, this could be the possible support. No, we don't really have the information as of yet. So if you are interested in it as a long-term investor, well, that's fine. At least it has given you a this significant drop over here, allowing you to enter at a much better price. But we really do not know. There could be a continuation going down, or we could just be stabilizing around the 1346. So my take here is, let it move, or yeah, let it move according to its pace, and then probably a week or two. That's when you will really see the true value of the stock, right? But it's really interesting to see foreign buying as early as now. So because maybe this is a consumer or yeah, a stock related to the consumer goods sector, uh, especially in this situation, their products are highly consumed by the public. So that's good. But for now, my take here is if you cannot watch the market full time, try to stay on the sidelines for now and take your time, save your buying power, and if you really want to get in, wait for that time. Normally, when a stock experiences some form of stabilization, you will notice that the candlestick is starting to move smaller and smaller. And I'll show you that sample later as we go through the next stocks I'll be reviewing. So far, this is those are my 2 cents for Nissan. Let's talk about BPI. um, I just want to paint that picture where I mentioned about when a stock starts to change its direction, the candlesticks are starting to become smaller and smaller. So you see this? The movement is starting to become smaller and smaller once we stabilize. And you would also see that represented in our Bollinger Band. When a Bollinger Band becomes constricted, meaning it's starting to go slim right there, then that means uh, it's stabilizing, moving sideways. Okay, so that's your cue that the stock is stabilizing. So that's one thing you can observe here. Try to observe the pattern as in the coming days for month. Okay, let's talk about BPI. BPI, we got a okay. X date's done. Okay, what do we have here? Still overall on a sideways movement, but I like that we have officially crossed the MA20 line. It's just that we got some foreign selling that happened in the past 3 days, so I will be on the conservative side. While we say that there's a promising movement to the upside for this stock, I'd say it might take some time and it might go sideways first. Okay, so that is the support that I see. It could still touch that area before it goes higher. As you can see here, volume is not picking up as of yet. It's still flatlining in that space. So I'm thinking if you want to add a position or add more volume to your position, 80 to 86 is the current support for BPI. Now, if you want to see how it looks like in the long term perspective, this is the big picture, okay? And that happened back in 2018. Maybe if you can go up to here, 95, that will give you next resistance around 95. That's a 14% gain. But sometimes that can happen in the span of a day or two. You can reach that, but sometimes, given that BPI is part of the index, normally you will just see these movements 1%, less than a percent. So those are just the movements. Okay, so just take note of those lines that I created 80 to 86. Let's talk about BDO. I hope you have watched my video, this one over here. This was when we had a significant drop right here, and I said I plotted the nearest support, which was right here, and then I think they plotted another one somewhere. Uh, I can't remember either here or here, but there was an area over here that was the nearest. I said, but good thing it did not even touch that anymore because the level where we were at that time was already very cheap, and I said, we have to change our mindset with video, and I'm not really fond of promoting any stock, but when I see a potential, I really look at it, and I said I endorsed it in that video. So I said, all the more we gotta buy more shares here because this is already very very cheap area. Try to see how it was on a weekly chart. See that? We are at a very, very cheap level. And we're already starting to show recovery here. After that day, 3 days in a row, we have been climbing up. And what I can say here at the moment is the candlestick that happened today was really, really perfect. So that was your, I said, we're not 100% out of the woods yet if we are not able to cross the MA20 line. And in today's performance, we have officially crossed the MA20 line. Okay, so what does that mean? I am still seeing more movements to the upside. This is just the beginning of a possible rally to the upside. So I'd say take advantage of the fluctuations that will happen tomorrow. And I will still plot our support at this area. Still at the MA20 line. 104 because who knows? We will have more profit taking that will happen within the or intraday, and market will give you a chance around 104. Then that's still a good entry. Okay, and I'm addressing that statement to our mid to long term investors. All right, JGS. Okay, so we dipped, but we ended green today. So my take here is use a Fibonacci to measure the possible area of bounce. Almost the same as what happened with our index. See this? It is almost respecting, so I plotted there. This is the lowest point and the highest point. I just plotted it within the body. Therefore, the highest point has to be just in the on the body of the candlestick. So this one has touched the first level of possible bounce, and we ended green. So I think this is respecting the 5650 level as the support. So if there will be fluctuations again, you can do a test buy around that level 5650, and then chances are it will now continue to move higher and higher. Okay, pullbacks are normal. Okay, remember that there are different profiles in the market. You have some uh, swing traders, you have intraday traders, momentum traders. So almost all the setups, you have some players there. So just to let you know, guys, Miss JD is more of a midterm, mid to position, mid, but I'm not an intraday trader because I have work. Okay, so this is how I see it. And when I say a good entry is still at 5650, I am in the assumption that you are willing to wait for it at a much longer period of time. Like this one, it took what, almost half a year for its decline. Chances are it could also take almost half a year to reach back to the 73 area. So make sure you're prepared for that. Let's talk about pure gold. Pure gold also continued to rally to the upside, but you have some traders taking profit, retailers, institutions, and that gave them what, 23% gain, and which is just fair. They're taking profit, and it's revisiting a possible area of support, which is right here. So if you want, you can consider that also as an area where you can do test buy right there. And then chances are we could move higher and higher. So if that's the case, then maybe what you can do, so you plot this as the support around 3650, and you can also do this. You have your ascending trend line. This is your uptrend channel. Very steep, right? Very, very steep. I just do this, Control C, Control V. There you go. That's your uptrend channel. But in the short term, this is the support. It is touching that area. See that? That's our formation. So the nearer you are to the 3651, it is still a good area to buy. Dito for the first time yesterday. I was not able to include Dito in my review, but normally I would include Dito. I am a mid to long term holder for Dito, and good thing it's starting to show some recovery. There, I would have to say the new support now is sitting at around 938 area, which is your MA20 line. Okay, so that is there, 9 point around 35, 9.35. Okay, you got some foreign buying that happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but volume is still very low, so I will not be surprised if it goes back to 935 or it even overshoots in price slightly lower than that, probably around 9. There's still a big possibility for that, even like this 866. But then again, I would have to say we are slowly moving up. This is my outlook. We have reached the bottom right here, and this was the chance for everyone to enter. Yeah, I don't think it's going to go back lower than around 7. No, I don't think so. We're already flatlining right here. Then chances are we will be triggering the upper band. And I'm excited for that day. I've lost a great opportunity here, but yeah, we gotta pay the price. It reached this level, and I did not take profit. But good thing it only dropped it to this level, so we're still green. So I'll just stay put. So if you don't want to see your bleeding port, try not to open your account in the next few months. But luckily for Dito, we're still on a green for this stock. I still have several stocks that are red, but good thing their background is okay. The fundamentals are okay. That's why I'm not really very nervous. Okay, what is this? Wow, all foreign buying. What the heck? Foreign buying every single day for PRMX. What's in this stock? You know anything? There's cash dividend around this period. This is really interesting. Volume, significant change in the volume, guys. Look at this. Significant change in the volume doesn't happen overnight, stays there first, and then there's another reinforcement here. So similar to what happened here. No volume, all of a sudden it triggers outside of the cloud, then there was continuation. I hope this is going to have the same movement here. We have broken out. This was your resistance, so chances are if there will be um, profit taking, then there's a big chance that the new support now would be 355. So really interesting. But I suggest for those people who are into Primex, make sure you read the fundamentals first. I don't know the backstory here. I am just looking at the chart. Normally, when I do my analysis, I look at the chart. So overall, if you're a position trader, this is already on the more expensive side. Why am I saying that? I've reached an overbought level here, and while we were moving higher, our overbought area is showing a decline. That means while the price is moving higher and higher, people are starting to show reluctancy in entering. They're reluctant to enter because they know that they could already be entering at a FOMO area. So just wait, maybe. But if you're really a long-term holder, doesn't matter. Enter at 355 for as long as you can watch the market. Okay. Well, long-term holder won't really mind intraday movements, but for the momentum traders, make sure you enter very near 355 and then monitor the stock. And then when you're happy at a certain level, go ahead, take profit. This one, 1279 intraday, is a significant change. I'm sure a lot of you may have already entered around 3 peso level, and then now it's moving 388. That's almost one 1 peso almost. So that's really a huge jump now. All right, so I think that is it for this evening. Thank you guys for watching. Please feel free to drop a comment and your request. I do this every single day. That way I could prioritize your request. In the meantime, thank you guys for your support, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye for now.